here today. This is an important day.
Inuit in Canada's vast north have waited decades for this moment.
This was a shameful chapter in Canada's history. Culture and language eroded. Families would never again be whole. Lives were shattered beyond repair.
Because language was eroded, denied, it was critically important that today Inuit hear that apology in their language.
But an apology alone is not enough. We must also promise to do better.
In the room, Inuit who experienced the trauma firsthand. In the 40s, 50s, and 60s, pulled off the land away from their food sources and pushed into communities. The airborne disease tuberculosis was imported too, and those with it were shipped south for treatment. It's believed 900 died, but often their families were not told.
I would like to take this moment and ask for a moment of silence for all of those who are not here with us today. If we could please just have a moment of silence to think about all of those affected by this apology today.
Along with the apology, a commitment to help those still seeking the graves of relatives in southern cities, and money to help locate them and visit.
I'm feeling that it's good for the elders and those who survived the TB era, and especially for the people that lost loved ones in southern sanatoriums. I'm glad an apology was given to them.
To this day, though, the legacy of parents taken from children and children from parents, transported far from home in the name of help, continues to reverberate, a trauma known throughout the North. David Common, CBC News, Toronto.
The CBC's Pauline Pemick was in the room when Trudeau delivered the apology. And so, Pauline, what's the reaction been there to the Prime Minister and what he said?
It was so special to be there, to see the people that have been directly impacted from what happened, what we think so long ago, but to them it's like yesterday. And to be able to listen to the conversations kind of humming around the room while they waited for the Prime Minister. I talked to George Collout, who also said he was kind of like, is this the right time to be doing an apology for such an historic event? And he told me that when he heard the Prime Minister speak and the words that he chose to share the apology across the country and to these Inuit, that he really felt like, even with everything else that's going on around the world, he felt that it was sincere and he felt that it was real.
Well, and Pauline, I mean, you talk about the historic nature of the apology, and indeed, you know, it deals with the government's response to tuberculosis in the past, but TB is still very much around. Can you describe the impact it continues to have even to this day?
I'll try to do it in a few, I condense it, but it's here today. It's visible. I know people who need treatment for it. I know people that have to take care of their families and have recently lost loved ones because they were ill with this preventable sickness. I hope that this message sent across to the rest of the people in the country, they see that we need better health care, we need more housing, and we need to help these kids that are having problems with not having enough food at home to eat. And it's a crisis that affects everybody, and I think that as long as we share our stories and we explain to people how important it is, that it's something we can recover from.
Well, Pauline, I appreciate getting your sense and the community's sense of what's happened. Thanks so much.
Thank you.